Today we're going to talk about bricks, and the first thing that we got to talk about is what the bricks are made of. And I heard some people had some ideas about what that was. It is clay. Well, rock is a part of it. Actually, it's kind of a blend between rock and clay. So they get mixed together.
And watch.
Yeah, so we use heat to take a mixture of clay and rocks and turn it into something called ceramic, which is what bricks are made out of. But they start with clay, and so the clay that we use looks like this when it comes out of the ground. So we went up to a place called Perryville, which is by Haverty Grace, if you guys know that.
We live in Haverty Grace. Well, not in Haverty Grace. We live in Aberdeen, which is near Haverty Grace.
Yeah, so this clay came out of a mine in Perryville called Stancils.
That looks like clay.
Yeah. So that's one of the really cool things about this project is that it's something that everyone can kind of connect to, because when I say clay, you guys all know what that is because it's probably in your yard. Right?
Lots of
and
it.
maybe your mom's trying to grow some flowers and she's having trouble because the clay is there, right? Yeah. Right. So we make the bricks out of something that is everywhere. Clay is everywhere in the world, and so bricks are also everywhere. Here's something really cool. So I work with clay for a living, and this is a thing that I made. These are examples of different kinds of clay that I use in my work making pottery. So these are all from North Carolina, where I live. So you can see how many different colors there are.
My grandma's in North Carolina, and we have a walk by a pond.
Yeah.
When I put my hand in there, I found clay under
Right.
the water.
Yeah. Okay, let's listen now. Let him
Kind of
talk.
everywhere. No, I like the feedback. It's great. So what we do when we want to make the bricks is that we take this clay and first of all we dry it out, and then we add a lot of water to it, and then we add the sand, which is just small little bits of rock.
I know, I know, because so what?
Yeah.
A lot of sand mixed with clay and rock and then sand.
Yeah, and so what we end up with is a mixture that is like this, which is just like a big mud pie, right? And so this is what the bricks are made out of, and you guys are welcome to get in on this when we start making the bricks. What we're doing is we're going to take this really wet, sloppy clay, and we're using these wooden molds. So look how these molds are set up. They're the shapes of the bricks. So these are like different kinds of brick shapes. Now the ones that we're making today they're rectangles. And so what we do is we soak the mold in water so that it's fully saturated, because what we want is to create a little film of water between the clay and the wood so that the mold will release.
The clay won't let it stick.
Yeah, we don't want the clay to stick. So I'll do the first one, and then you guys can help me from there, okay?
Watch what he does carefully.
So we just
that you
take
know
the
what
mud
you need to do.
and we just push it down into the shape, right?
The three sides of
And so what we want to do is kind of just push it down in there, and then we kind of roughly smooth it. So we want to keep the material just a little bit above the height of the wood, because that's important, because you'll see why later. So if you guys want to come around and get your hands dirty, we can just have each person grab some of the mud.
This mud?
Yeah, just grab the mud.
Do you have some baby wipes with you?
I don't
We got a hand washing bucket.
Good.
Like my whole
So
life,
just go
every
to
day.
town.
Although this morning I
So
was like,
just don't be shy, you
I
guys.
told
Just
him we're not gonna go play in the
get a
mud
whole
today
handful.
because we're going to the
not
art
just a
museum.
fingerful.
We're gonna go to a museum, right?
We're gonna go to the
Yeah.
art museum and we're not gonna get
We
all
can
muddy
all
today.
make the
Well,
bricks together. Let's do that. Instead of having each person make one brick, let's be a team and we'll all sort of make the bricks.
Get on.
Okay?
Get on.